But getting into the podcast, welcome to Pit Wall Panic. It is myself, Kyle, Alan, and Amber. We are going to be bringing you all the news that we found this week, or at least most of it, as long as time allows.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So, with that being said, there is a lot to get into this week. Where do y'all want to start? Because we have a plethora to pick through.
I feel maybe the Ferrari stuff, since that's where we have the most, I guess, kind of going on.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest quantity, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
of news. Um, between Barcelona and between Lewis, it's insane. Um, right now,
Fresh.
they got Barcelona testing going on this weekend, and everybody is losing their crap over Lewis stopping mid lap and then rolling the car and saying, "Oh, he broke down." That's not what happened, guys. There's a rule that you can only run, what is it, 15 kilometers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can only run 15 kilometers. And to make sure that Charles had enough to run, Lewis stopped where he was in the track and they rolled the car back to the pits. And there were a bunch of people spazzing out, going, "Oh no, the Ferrari broke down. This is going to be bad." No, you don't know what you're talking about. That's wrong. Um, hate to be like that, but that's what it. I mean, that's just how it is. That's just wrong. Um, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing to really worry about unless y'all have seen something. Have y'all seen
I haven't
anything?
seen anything. I think out of all the teams right now, um, I think they're pretty decent as far as their car goes.
I mean, they're probably what? I think no, never mind. That's just Ford. They're only
Give me
having
1 second, guys.
what do you call it? Supplier issues.
Yeah.
That
Which,
but that
at
doesn't.
the end of the day, is fair at this point.
That's not even that big a deal because that just means that they might not get parts that they need right away.
Right.
So.
The other thing that happened with Ferrari, they did release their livery this week. I don't remember what day it was, but um, they did release that, and honestly, not a huge fan. It looks boring to me, if I'm being honest. But again, I didn't expect much from Ferrari. They're very much a traditional team, I think. They kind of stick to their basics and what they know, so I wasn't expecting anything super crazy out of them. Um, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bland. It's a playoff of one of their older cars, but it's fine. It's a
Right.
car.
It'll do what it needs to do, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Still holding out hope that this will be their year. Or at least even just to do better. Not like they have to be on top or anything, but just to be better overall. Because what they've been doing has not been working for them.
No. But yeah, I don't think that their that stop goes any further than it being that just a stop.
Right. Um, what else happened with Ferrari?
Oh, they're
Uh,
taking two different cars to Barcelona with different setups or
oh, yeah.
different parts, I believe, to see which one has a better starting point.
Which, it's a smart idea, honestly.
Unless they're both shit.
Well, yeah. That's, yeah. We're not hoping for that. Trying to be optimistic here.
That's just another Ferrari thing.
Sorry, I am back. We had a bit of a small emergency here, but I'm good now,
Good.
I think. So I heard us talking them taking two cars to Barcelona.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that correct? All right. So Or y'all still making points before I say anything?
No.
No.
Okay, so I think it's interesting because Ferrari has come out and said multiple times that what we see at preseason words, they're hard sometimes. Preseason testing is that it may not be the same car they actually race. So that being said, are either one of these what they're running? Are they trying to figure out what they like best? Are they going to take aspects from both cars? Like this could give them an upper hand if they're like, we have two solid cars here. We don't know which one we want to race. And they go, oh, this aspect works better. Can we make it work on this car
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
with this other aspect?
They're doing two cars for the fact that they're trying to see which one's a better starting point. Essentially.
And which they can make, which aspects they can combine.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to make sure that this is a car that both Lewis and Charles can thrive in. Ultimately, that's how you win a championship. You can't be Red Bull and have a car that Charles or Lewis one can drive but not the other.
Exactly.
I mean, how did that work out?
Yeah, I think
So yeah,
I think
go ahead.
that it's a better idea than probably most teams have, which is just the one car.
Yeah, no, I agree. Now I'd pose a question, just for thought provoking. Why do y'all think that no other team does this?
They probably feel like they have a better starting point, or they feel like
That they've probably got it down and they don't need to run two different cars to see what works.
it's probably
Well,
it's got to be a form of like comfort, kind of like there hasn't been this large of a regulation change in I don't know how long. So they're like,
been a while. Even Lewis said this is one of the biggest regulation changes he's ever seen in the sport.
yeah. So like most teams are accustomed to being like, all right, well, it's not that big a deal. We'll bring one car, and so they're probably accustomed to being like, okay, we just need one car.
And also, if you're mid regulation, bringing two cars does no good for you. You're going to build off of whatever car you had last season.
Yeah.
For me, I also wonder if it's a budget thing, because if you're building two cars, you're doing double the budget. You might be able to mix and match parts later, but it's going to take money. And you have a budget cap that this kind of segues a little bit into our, I guess, a next major topic with the cars, anyways, is Williams.
Right.
Like, they're talking about the budget's so screwed up. They're going to be so far behind because they're having to make the car legal. They did things earlier in the season in development that the car is having so many issues they're having to go back and fix that it's screwing up their budget. So could that be why you don't run two cars?
I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't know. I feel like if it was going to be a budget issue with Ferrari, that maybe we would have already heard about it, but maybe not. I don't know. Because
Yeah, I don't
again,
know.
if they choose to pull from both cars to create a car that works, then maybe they do run into a budget issue. And since they're keeping it separate for now, they haven't hit that cap on their budget, but I guess that'll all depend on which route they choose to go with ultimately.
Yeah, and also it's probably not as stringent on the budget as we're thinking, simply because you're not building a whole separate car. More than likely, that you're not going to touch. You're probably going to pull aspects from both cars to build one car. If I had to
Yeah.
guess. So in all reality, yeah, it seems like a bigger budget strain, but as long as you're using parts of each car, it's really not.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Lewis's engineer while I was stepped away for a moment?
No.
No, we just talked about their new livery and how we both think it's kind of boring, but like we didn't really expect much out of Ferrari because they're very traditional in the sense that they like what they like, they stick to what they know.
Yeah, we're talking about a car company that if you buy a car from them and you paint it, they're going to sue you. So what can we expect for them to do to be drastically different?
Exactly.
I'll paint it. I'm good for
I
it.
he said I'll paint it. I think it's
This is a heads up now. Don't ever give me a car Ferrari. I'll fuck that thing up.
He'll put stickers and everything all over it.
Oh, all over it. The car be ruined. Going to court.
slam it.
Oh, 100%. That bitch get scraping the ground.
I don't hate the livery. At least they did something different, sort of.
Did they?
Yeah, they got more white on it this year.
Yeah, they finished off the white.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's still different ish, sort of. It's more different than Red Bull. Red Bull, like, yes, Red Bull's different. They just added a different shade, a different texture, and a gloss.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like it looks clean. It does, but I feel like everyone is overhyping that livery.
I would
Which one,
choose
Red
Red
Bulls?
Bull over Ferrari if I'm being honest.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I do like it. I'm not hating on it.
What do you call it? Ferrari livery is just bland and buns, but that yeah,
That's
Red Bulls is
let's be honest
special.
though. Let's be real honest. Every F1 car in the existence of F1 has been bland and boring, minus V-Carb last season. They're always the same thing every year.
Yeah.
If we're honest. I think it's funny that we have so much hype over liveries. It's always the same thing.
Yeah, we're talking about liveries, and all of a sudden Rush is in here. It's crazy.
Oh gosh. So I guess we could kind of go to turning in this the transitioning the Ferrari news. Does anybody know how to pronounce the interim race engineer for Lewis's name?
Those Santi?
Damn,
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Carlos Santi.
Question mark? That's how I would imagine.
I just don't like butchering people's names, so I try not to. I don't know how. My best guess is Carlos Santi also.
I'm just gonna call him Carlos.
But there's no S.
He's got a last name. That's a lot of work.
So that will be his interim race engineer, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who this dude is.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Let's see what I can find.
All I can hope is that he does better for Lewis while he's there than his old injury. And is this like a trial period also, or just until they find who they want?
Well, the thing about interims in any sport, whether it's football, whether it's baseball, interim head coaches for in that regard, or interim engineers in this case, is the idea is we're not necessarily giving you the spot, but if you just show out at testing while they're trying to find somebody, or during the season while they're still trying to find somebody, then they may end up taking over the role. But typically, they don't know who they want yet, or they have somebody in mind that they want, and they're trying to get that person. And then if they go, no, I'm not going to do it, then the interim could potentially become the permanent. Which goes kind of to some of the other news that we saw. There's rumors flying around that Ferrari is trying to get somebody at McLaren to be Lewis's engineer. There's not any names that I've seen floating around, but the rumor is they're talking to somebody at McLaren,
which I think would be wild. A game changer, honestly.
Oh, Carlo.
Yeah.
Okay, Carlo Santi is Kimi Räikkönen's former race engineer.
Oh,
yeah, that was well before I started watching.
Yeah, and he in 2018.
So that could be good because Räikkönen's very much so. He was not taking anybody's crap.
He is a data engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's currently
interesting on how that's.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting on to see how that transitions into being or race engineer then. But you said he was Raikkonen's, right?
Yeah.
So he does have experience. So it might not be that bad.
Back when Raikkonen won.
Hey, who knows? That might be good for Lewis. He might end up
Might be
being
real
the
good.
full time. We don't really know. But like I said, there's rumors flying around. They're trying to get somebody from McLaren. Remember where Lewis won his first championship?
Oh wait, maybe not when Raikkonen won. Never mind, Raikkonen won in 18. Or it's just no.
Yeah. It was, I don't know when he won it. I know he did win it, but I think it was before 2018.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, point is he was Kimi Raikkonen's engineer.
If they go and try to get the engineer that Lewis had when he won his title with McLaren, that would be wild. I can't remember who he had for an engineer, but imagine that. How would that change the dynamic? Because that'd be somebody that knows how to work with Lewis.
Yeah. It would definitely be a welcome change for Lewis.
And I feel like there's no way he doesn't benefit from this in some way, even if he doesn't end up being his engineer fully. I just don't see a way where this doesn't help Lewis out in some shape or form.
Talked about Carlos Santi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we are talking about like last week we talked about how important this preseason testing is going to be. He's going to need a race engineer that can actually read data. And homie he had last season could not read data to save his life. It didn't seem like.
Couldn't do much.
So,
Are we sure he could read?
I mean, that's a fair question.
Right, valid.
The way he performed, you never know. I would assume, but no.
Never assume.
That's fair. It's I don't think it can hurt.
All right. Well, anyways,
sorry, I got distracted for a second. Trying to get back on
What
track.
else happened this week?
We have so much we can talk about. First off, I guess since we already kind of hinted at talking about this a little bit, we can go ahead and talk about the Williams stuff. If y'all think that's good.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Williams was not going to Barcelona this weekend. You know, we talked about how detrimental is it if a team does not make it to one of the practice sessions, and here we are, a team is missing a practice session.
Yeah, but how many teams are missing practice?
Because McLaren didn't run in Barcelona, right?
No, they ran in Barcelona. They're running Barcelona this weekend. They skipped the first day. So Barcelona is a 5-day period. You get 3 days of running, 2 days of reading data. And McLaren said they were not going to go out the first day because they were trying to give more time to prepare or something along those lines. Which makes you go, what do you have left to prepare? Raises red flags there. But supposedly they were just going to wait and then go out the second day. But as far as I'm aware, Williams is the only one that just straight up didn't go. Now, how
is that due to the issues they're having, or?
It is due to the issues. They do not feel like they have a car prepared well enough to put it on the track right now. And then the next day it came out that they're having to fix a bunch of stuff on their car to make the car legal. And they're having budget issues because they're having to go back and spend so much money to fix so much crap. So, I mean, we were talking about what team's going to be in last place. Right now, it's reasonable to think that Williams might be. I know Alan don't like that.
Brother.
I know, I was about to say, what are your thoughts?
Listen. I don't care how bad Williams takes this preseason. I'm telling you right now. No one is ending behind Alpine. Let's just get that out of the way. All right, no one.
Right, second to last.
There we go. Okay, see, it's not last. So
But no, like seriously, realistically, they're missing a testing that everybody else is at to where you can see all the other cars on track. You are not getting to put your car on track, which is a big deal. And you're blowing a bunch of your budget.
yeah,
And there's a budget cap because if there wasn't a budget cap, you'd have teams like Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren throwing so much money at the car. Teams like Alpine and uh, Williams, and I'm not going to say Aston Martin because they got Lawrence Stroll backing them, but like you'd have these smaller teams that had no chance at all to do anything because they just don't have the budget. So there's a
Ferrari
budget
still
cap in
don't have a
F1.
chance.
Okay, chill out over there.
That's why your favorite team drives a toaster right now.
Yeah, but at least I don't have to say this year is our year.
Quit stepping on my delusion happiness.
I can accept I got a mid-tier team, okay?
But like real talk, like does this put them closer to the back of the grid if not last place, or do we think that they'll come out with some way to still be fighting for the top of the mid pack?
It's really hard to say because people will speculate that it's a bad look because it doesn't let you have any time for actually gathering information. And for all we know, they could just be struggling with the engine issue of the engine not starting.
Yeah, but then wouldn't all the other teams not be there?
No, not necessarily. They could have figured it out. Remember, I doubt they shared that type of information.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I guess that's true.
Or for all we know, it literally could just be them saying that we just don't want to go test at Barcelona.
Well, no, they straight up said that they had to go back and fix errors with the car to make the car legal.
I think
I guess
that it's not going to hinder them too much. Obviously, it's a bummer to miss out with as much practice time as possible, but I think in the end, when they get all the stuff worked out, it's not going to really hinder them that much when it comes down to the season.
Yeah, because isn't this the first year they're doing this like weird shakedown?
No, they've always had a closed season practice test since I think 2009 is what I read. Where did my cursor go? Oh, did my mouse die? I think my mouse died. Hold on, let me plug my mouse up real quick. Okay, there we go. Remember, folks, charge your Bluetooth mouse. When did?
Yeah, because regardless, I don't think it's gonna affect them too much.
All right, so preseason testing, closed like a closed preseason testing. Oh, that's saying. Let me rephrase this with Google because it's telling me when it started for this year.
Yeah, mine did that too.
So it says that it became a thing. Closed preseason testing in F1 were their very first shakedown session held privately. So it's saying that this is technically the first year that they've had closed season, while 2009 saw strict limitations on testing hours. Okay, so you're right. This is the first year that they've had it.
Let's go, baby.
I misread it the first time. Okay. Yeah. So it might not be that detrimental since I've never done it before. I just feel like any practice is good practice at this point when you're looking new regulations.
Yeah, but I still think the shakedown is part of like filming. Like I think that's kind of what it is. It's like
Night Drive to Survive?
No. Yes and no. It's like a filming day almost for the teams to get like promotional stuff made.
So like social media stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while yes, they will get information and data where they can, I think it's probably more of a filming thing.
Well, also when you think about it, 15 kilometers is not a lot.
Well, I don't think I think they get a total of like 200 and they split it between the drivers and I think they get like 15 a day.
That's still not a lot.
No. That is not by any means. I think it's like 5 laps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really not a lot. I was expecting it to be more until I started actually reading the regulations. That's why last week I was like, missing this is kind of a big deal. Um, but seeing that you're only running like 5 laps a car or a driver, I
Yeah.
don't see it being that big of a deal. I think the bigger issue is them saying that they're going to have to go back and blow a bunch of their budget to fix stuff on the car.
Okay. Restrictions. Regulations often limit these sessions to a maximum of 200 kilometers, approximately 124 miles per day. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Still though,
Teams
I don't know.
they must use special Pirelli tires with less grip and are prohibited from using advanced sensors English or aero rakes, ensuring the focus remains on system checks rather than performance data. So this isn't even
What's the
like
point of this?
it's. I'm telling you, it's filming. It's
Yeah.
like to make sure the driver's seats are comfortable, to make sure the major parts of the car are operating, and that's it.
This seems kind of dumb.
So maybe Williams will benefit more from not going.
Honestly,
They're not wasting their time.
this is literally for
Maybe.
them to be like, "Oh yeah, car turns on and it turns."
I mean, that is kind of a big deal if you're talking Mercedes right now.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Solid point.
Oh gosh, but yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Did y'all have anything else to talk about with that?
Not really.
I think the most interesting thing to come out this week, besides the whole Williams budget screw up thing, is Lindblad. Um,
Yes.
for those
I live
for
for
those who did
this.
not hear and did not know, earlier this week they could take the cars out for like 3 laps. I can't remember what it was for, but I think it was basically just make sure the car would function properly going to Barcelona. And Liam Lawson takes it out, no problems. Comes back after his 1 lap, gives it to Lindblad, and like in the first 5 turns, homie yeets this joker off track. Uh, Now I know the track was wet, and people are saying, "Oh, it's wet, he'll be fine." If homie can't keep it on the track when it's wet, how is he supposed to race professionally in F1? Last time
Right.
I checked, it rains at times.
I'm just saying. Let's go back last
Just
year and watch Monza.
let's forget that. Let's go back last year to Australia, the first race of the season.
Well, no. I'm saying his Monza race in F2.
Oh,
Dude was playing bumper cars.
where did he finish last season in F2?
6th.
6th. And you expect him to race with the best of the best?
No.
And he can't even come up better in Formula 2? Hadjar was fighting for his life to win Formula 2 before he came up to F1. And like he did good last season, but he wasn't, you know, knocking down the door for a top 5. And they had a dang good V carb last season. So
They did you
I mean,
dirty.
oh, for sure.
No, but he wasn't ready to go to F1, and
I don't think so either.
the helmet Marco firing proved it because that's why he was fired. He was fired because he was doing things on his own like that.
Technically, he wasn't fired. Technically, they came to the conclusion. Technically, he retired. They came to a mutual understanding for him to come up to leave.
Which basically means they didn't really give him an option and said, "You can retire and we won't fire you."
Exactly.
Um,
Essentially, it was the
but
decorum to get him out.
He was fired. Anyways,
Yeah, I don't think Lindblad's gonna have a good season, and who knows, maybe it'll be so bad they have no choice but to give it back to Yuki.
all right,
And
Is it is it bad? That's what I'm hoping for.
that's what I'm hoping for.
my thing is, God, I hope they don't give him that fucking V carb seat
Why?
because he just it it's so
Yuki?
dumb. Yeah, like I don't put him back in the
But
Red Bull, but fuck.
if you're thinking about it, as far as like options, I would assume that he'd rather be racing than be a
Yes.
reserve. So if at the end of the day that's his only option and his best shot of being back in racing,
Also,
you
It
gotta take what you
to
can get.
to be fair,
also
it'll give him.
don't forget, relevance is a major thing. If he sits out all season and doesn't do much, his contract comes up at the end of the season. If he's trying to get out, people might forget about him.
I,
Let's be honest. Like that's how relevance works.
but they won't because Haas and Alpine have talked to him about having interest.
Yeah, interest in what though? Being a reserve driver, being a test
No,
driver, or being a full.
being a full time driver.
Okay, I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, they were both interested in him, but because of his Red Bull contract, he couldn't do it, or he couldn't
Yeah, and he
talk
has
to
to
them.
wait.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I understand the idea of just as long as he's racing, it's fine.
And also, if you're already planning on talking to him to give him a seat, if he gets a trash car and doesn't have a great season, like, does it really hurt his interest that much? I
No,
don't think so.
No, not at all.
Um, if anything, it gives him more to be like, look, at least I didn't sit there and get rusty all season. Especially if like Botas and Checo come out and look god awful because they haven't touched a car in a season. And then you could be like, look, at least I didn't do like them, so you don't have to worry about that.
yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I think I know some people are saying people are overreacting. It was just one lap and it was wet. The problem is it was 5 turns his first time in an F1 car,
It was 5 turns in an
he
F1 car for the first time,
and he yeets it off the track.
and he wasn't even going full send.
So what's going to happen when you put this man in a racing position and he's got cars around him and pressure
Right.
and you
With
got to
other
go?
drivers.
Yeah,
I think it'll be interesting.
I don't think it's gonna end well for Arvid. But
I don't
now
think he's going to pull a Lawson though. I don't think he's going to pull a P20 every race though. So there is
here's
that.
the real question. Okay, and this is the hard hitting question: who scores more points, Lindblad or Colapinto?
Here's a better
Honestly,
question. All right,
my
we'll
money's
answer
on
that, and then I got
Colapinto.
one.
You
Oh,
go Colapinto? Oh my god,
Crash a Pinto, yeah.
Pinto baby.
I think a toddler could score more points than Colapinto, but
Dude, I think I could,
that's
and
neither
I
here
don't
nor
couldn't
there.
even fit in the
Honestly, yeah,
car.
we probably all could.
Uh, the real question, and this is just more so a joke, is who scores more points, Lindblad or Yuki?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh, that's more so trolling, obviously, but wouldn't that be wild? Oh man. Um, and then do y'all have anything else on the Lindblad situation? I know we're flying through this. There's so much stuff.
No.
Yeah, we still gotta like a few more things to talk about.
Right.
uh, the another thing that I'm gonna combine these two. They kind of go hand in hand. Abby Pulling going to Nissan for Formula E, which Formula E is not our thing, but it could be a path for her into Formula One, going from the F1 Academy series, which is basically an F4 car. I have mixed feelings on this, but I'll get into that in a minute. And then Dorian Penn has been promoted to Mercedes as development driver. And again, I have mixed feelings about this, but again, it's um another path for to see a female driver in F1. Now I said I have mixed opinions and feelings on this. I think it's awesome to see them in that potential position. My issue with it is you essentially drove an F4 car for 2 seasons, and you're being put in a position to be driving Dorian Pinn's position to be driving an F1 car, skipping F2, F3, or F3 and F2, and in Abby Pulling's position, you're going to a Formula E car, skipping Formula 3, Formula 2. Can they do it? I don't know. That's not necessarily my biggest gripe with it. My biggest issue with it is they are just skipping over all these people that have been busting their butts to get through from Formula 4 to Formula 2 and winning their divisions to get there. And you skip over them to bring somebody up from Formula 4. That, let's be real. I know people are going to say, well, Max skipped divisions. Max was a freak of nature that nobody could keep up with. Don't compare them to Max because that's not even right because they're not the same level. I'm not saying they shouldn't be there. I think it's going to be dangerous for their careers because what happens if they can't keep up because you just threw them to the wolves. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I haven't really watched much of Abby, but Dorian, I feel like, is up for the challenge. I've seen her races. I think she's a phenomenal driver. Um, I don't know how it's gonna play out necessarily. Um, but I think that's a risk that they're willing to take, and it's a good risk in my opinion. Now, as
Yeah,
far as
no, I
Abby,
agree.
I don't really I've seen just the F1 Academy, so like I haven't watched her actual races, so I can't really speak to her, but I don't know. I feel like they think that they're good enough to be in the positions that they're going to be in, and just kind of have to see how it kind of plays out.
Do you have anything to add to that, Alan?
I think it's
Because
fine.
I have a question to pose.
I don't.
Now, why do
I
y'all think?
understand your issue with it, like them essentially jumping people. But let's be real. They don't call F1 a rich man sport for nothing. It's all about your connections and
That's
money
fair.
that get you forward. And I think
That's
I
fair.
keep saying this to people, and I don't remember exactly where I heard it from. It was on some YouTube channel, and I wish I remembered
I
it
have
so
a
I can.
counter argument to this also.
Yeah, but it's fine. But the point is that it's talent gets you noticed and money gets you promoted, which
Okay, then.
is true for almost all racing.
Then
And
what about Leah Block?
what about it?
Why hasn't she been given that shot then?
Talent?
Homie,
No. You're missing out. Talent gets you noticed. Money gets you promoted. I'm
she
sorry,
has both.
but Leah Block was not good in F1 or F4. She wasn't. I don't
She's
care. I
been
don't care how
dominant in
great.
basically every racing that she's ever done.
Except F4, she was not good in it. She was average at best. She won one reverse race, and that was it.
And didn't she go back to rally?
Yes,
Did she? I don't know.
Yeah, after this, she went back to
Yeah.
being a rally racer. So
I mean, it kind of makes sense because that's where she grew up in.
but again, and that's a good. That honestly, that kind of proves my point. She only got
Right. She
into
couldn't
F1 Academy
handle it.
because of who her dad was.
Right.
that's fair.
And
I mean,
she
okay,
thought, honestly,
but
like
also,
watching her, she thought it was going to be as easy as it was to get into rally. And when it came down to it, I just don't think she could live up to it, which is why she's going back to what she knows.
and
Because
that could be too.
she's not cutting it.
I mean,
Um,
and all props to her. She gave it a try, but she just wasn't
right.
up for it.
I don't know. I feel like they need to give them more foundation instead of just here's 2 seasons in F4, and then here's this car that's massively different with a lot more power. Now
But
go
I mean,
control it.
they're not saying you're gonna go hop into an F1 car now. They're just giving them a more direct path to it.
Yes and no. Abby Pullen is gonna get thrown into a Formula E car. No, it's not got the same power as a Formula One car, but it's got a lot more than an F2 car.
Yeah, but she's only in it for free practice.
They're still gonna be throwing that car wild.
Yeah,
They're
but
not gonna be
still,
driving like little Miss Daisy going to the grocery store.
I don't think it's that bad.
And then if Dorian Penn gets thrown into a practice session in the F1 car, then yeah, she is getting thrown straight into one.
Okay, that's different, but I still don't believe she will. I still don't think they have any intentions of putting her into any kind of F1 car
Then why make her a development driver?
because you develop her.
That's not what a development driver is.
But it doesn't matter. Like she's there. It's not gonna happen the way you think it is. She's not gonna just hop in an F1 car and start doing free practices.
Then how? Okay, so then here's the other part. How can you properly use her as a development driver to develop the F1, help develop F1 cars if she doesn't drive an F1 car? That's part of. That's
I'm
why most
telling
of your
you,
development drivers are retired, or like not retired, but like F1 drivers that just didn't make it. They go into being reserve development drivers.
yeah, I get that. But I'll tell you, it's not gonna work the way. I feel like it's just a title that they're giving her.
It could be. It could be. And I think what it comes down to is Susie Wolf is over the F1 Academy. Dorian Penn drove the Mercedes car. Obviously, Susie Wolf is Toto's wife, and Toto does not want to be in the doghouse, so we're going to give her this position.
I
Not
don't think that's
saying
what that is.
I'm not saying that she is not a good driver. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that she couldn't one day make a good F1 driver. I'm saying the way she jumped up so fast, I think Susie is pulling strings.
And didn't she just become a champion though?
Yes,
Dorian
but in
Penn.
an F4 car.
Yeah.
She won the Academy Championship, yes. But they're essentially F4 cars. It's a totally different from F2 to F1 is a totally different animal.
I mean, yeah, they don't.
So to skip
Their cars don't have DRS or overtake.
Yeah. I
or
know that.
nearly as much power.
Yeah, I think
Um
theirs top out at like 150 maybe.
and like I'm saying, I'm not trying to hate on her. I'm not trying to take anything from her. It's just you're not seeing any of this other stuff for any of the other girls, like from Williams's cars or Ferrari or any of the other girls. You're only seeing it for really Dorian Penn. Like, yeah, Abby Pullen got into a Nissan into Formula E, but not the same thing.
Listen,
That's why
man,
I'm wondering if Susie's pulling some strings to help her out. If that makes sense.
it's who you know.
And yeah, that's true.
Look, I know it sucks for the guys that are like sitting there grinding and pushing and working hard, and you might not like it, but that's just unfortunately for those dudes. That's just how this
I
sport
know.
works.
But also she is working equally as hard. It's not like she sucks at her job and they were just like, "Yeah, you seem like a good candidate to move up." Like she is a good driver. Like
I mean,
No,
yeah,
I agree with that.
she is a champion in her in her respective tier. So
And I understand that, but what about the guy that's an F4, F3, and an F2 champion? I don't know if there's any that are, but say F4 and F3 champion, it just gets overlooked. He has different championships.
but isn't that the name of the game? Like
No, I mean I get that, but I'm just saying because just saying you have a championship to me does not say okay, jump 3 tiers.
look, I think at the end of the day they see something in her that could benefit them, and at the end of the day why not take that risk? Um cuz worst comes to worst, she just doesn't stay in that
Washes
role,
out.
you know?
Yeah. No, I'm
Like
not saying
that's the worst that could happen.
it's a terrible move for Mercedes, and I'm not saying it's terrible for her to do it necessarily. I just think it's not necessarily. And I know we've already said it's not. It's about who you know. It's not necessarily fair though for the guys that have and the folks that have busted their butt to run up through the ranks just to get past because she's a F4 champion. that has ties to Mercedes as top people. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to take anything from her. She is a fantastic driver.
Hey, listen. If they want to get up to F2, they should probably take Toto Wolf out to lunch or dinner.
I'm dead.
I like.
I just
It just it, at this point it is what it is. Like nothing's gonna change,
yeah.
and she's in that
And
position.
I think it's great for females in the sport though also because it does show a better path to get up there because as long as they don't do Danica Patrick style driving and can actually
God.
race, I think it'll be really good for the sport
With
to
her
also show, hey, like they can do this.
her
Danica
fucking
Patrick was a
dumb
good
ass
show.
commentary. If you want to pass someone, you gotta pass them. Oh yeah.
Okay, did either one of y'all watch her drive NASCAR?
Yeah, she was average.
No.
The average is giving her generosity.
I know.
It was awful.
No, she
So as long
almost
as
won a race.
anybody
once.
does, and then wrecked.
Yeah, which doesn't make her qualified to have a mic in her hand
Especially in
to
F1.
speak on F1 when you don't
Okay.
know jack shit.
She was not bad in IndyCar. That's where she got her name. She was not great, but not bad. She was god awful at NASCAR. But as long as they don't do that, I think it'll be great for women in the sport of formula racing. Um, now, if you have 5 of them go and all be an absolute bust, it's gonna make it go, okay, can they really hang with the guys? Kind of situation,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's the only thing
But
they wouldn't want is to force either one of them into F1 before they're truly
too
ready
early.
and make
But
it.
let's be honest, people already think that anyway.
Yeah, that's
mean,
true.
yeah,
Because
but this would
let's
just
be fair.
give them
Let's be
more
honest.
fuel.
Oh, for
Racing
sure.
has always been a guy sport. You look at NHRA. You have John Force, and all 3 of his girls raced at one point. They've all stopped. I think only one races now, but that's because one has a family. Like after she got pregnant, she stopped racing. One just didn't want to race anymore. I think one is still racing, and they were all fantastic drag racers. But as a whole, people look at women and go, "Okay, you can't race. You just can't do it." Um, that's not what I'm saying, and I don't want people to think that's what I'm saying. Um, I just worry that they're going to throw them in the car too soon. If that
Oh
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. No. That's what I'm saying is they don't need to do that. They don't need to try.
We don't need another Lindblad situation.
They don't need to try to prove a point with Penn or pulling and throw them into a car and just backstep what they've done for women's racing in F1.
Yeah, because that was all of Susie Wolf's entire thing was setting this up so women can have a shot at racing. Well, if you throw them in a cartoon and they're an absolute bust and can't do anything and are getting, beat, they're in last place getting beat by 20 seconds every race, all you're going to do is effectively kill it instead of helping promote it.
Yeah.
And not saying that's what's going to happen, but if it did.
But I don't think that's what's going to happen, and I 100% don't think Susie Wolf will let that happen.
Right.
I think she would crash out so hard.
I want a
I just
divorce.
think she's built this thing for women that I think that she's going to be very cautious, one, to not tank everything that she's worked for, but also to not tank these drivers that she fully backs. And so yeah,
And
it's
she spent a lot
going
of
to be
time
a
with too.
learning.
Oh,
Yeah.
she loves those girls.
She is fully invested in them, fully believes in them. Um, and so I don't think that she'll do anything to jeopardize that. But at the end of the day, if we don't start moving women into that space, it's never going to happen. So it's kind of like you got to take both where you can get it. Start moving them up in that direction, but also know that like you can't just throw them in an F1 car and expect them to thrive after skipping so many levels. So I think
and
it's
that
going to be a learning challenge for sure on how to make it work. But I think that she's got two of the best women drivers that could do that for her.
That's true.
and
Because
that is
Abby,
my big thing is go ahead.
Abby's
Her driving is
arguably,
insane.
she's arguably a better driver than Penn.
Yeah.
She
That's fair.
dominated, like, and I mean dominated like Max did when, not saying as much, but like
I get what you're saying.
her winning season, she cleared the whole field. Like nobody stood a chance against her.
My biggest thing is, are they going to be ready when they decide to throw them in that car? Because you skip so many divisions. Because each one, the car gets more and more powerful, and the car gets more and more things. If you just skip all that, how is that going to affect them?
No, that's fair. But to be fair, as a development driver for Penn, they do a
I
hundred.
think she's got the better situation
They do 170 laps a day in simulators.
on the sim.
Yeah,
But
it's
the sim
basically to
does.
help
No,
like
I understand the sim is not going to be the same as the real thing, but still, like,
Yeah, it's at least better than nothing.
yeah, it says
I,
that they
I
do
just
simulator work, factory-based testing, and occasionally on-track sessions to
the
help
other
improve.
issue, the other issue they're gonna have is in Formula One. To get your super license, you have to have a certain number of points. You start getting this from the time you start kart racing and working your way up. Each thing is valued at a different amount of points. Right now, Dorian Penn has, I think, 19 super license points, and you have to have, correct me if I'm wrong, I think 40,
let me see.
40 or 41, something along those lines. So now, how are you going to get these girls the super license points they need to actually get their license?
Yeah, 40 points.
That's the other issue with jumping the way they have. Either Formula One is going to have to make, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically bend the rules for them. And then the whole point of that is to make sure that they can safely drive a car. So then if you bend the rules and they sit here and they send it and take somebody out, that's going to cause other issues because they're going to be less likely to bend rules. But they don't have enough super license points to prove, hey, I'm going to be a safe driver. That's a bit of a problem. I don't know how they're going to work around that.
Oh,
Just
Abby, or not Abby, Dorian Penn might actually compete in WEC.
really,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that. Interesting. Well, then that's how she's going to get her super license point, probably.
Yeah, it looks like
That's probably their plan.
she's right now.
Because yeah, she only has 17 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she had 19. That's
No,
probably
she
how
has 17.
that's probably how they're planning on getting her points, because you can be a development driver and still race in other divisions and other racing. And WEC is under the FIA still, so that would still get her points for her super license.
And Abby Pulling only has 10.
10 looks like.
I don't know what you need for Formula E because I don't really keep up with the Formula E.
Let me see.
It might be the same for all I know. In which case, then I got a lot of questions on that one since she's supposed to be getting thrown into a test session.
Kind of deal with Nissan.
20.
20? Okay, so she's got to come up with 10 somewhere by then. Unless they bend the rules for her.
No, I think they're both going to end up
'Cause
doing the same.
Both running WEC.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, we're getting off
Interesting.
topic.
It's kind of part of topic.
Kind of.
Right.
Uh,
Kind of, but not really.
So I think for women as a whole, it is great for formula racing. I just don't want to see them get thrown to the wolves too early and not be ready.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of sucks for the folks that just got jumped that's been working their whole life for this.
Be faster.
I feel like that's rage bait, but
Oh man.
so let's see. Let's look at this list here. See what all we got left to talk about real quick. Oh
Think-
yeah, we saw that Drive to Survive has been officially confirmed to be coming out February 27th. The new season.
Ooh.
Are we gonna? Do y'all think we're gonna have an exciting Drive to Survive, or you think it's gonna have to wait till next year?
Brother, I get to relive Christian Horner getting fired.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I think
fair. I didn't think about that. I forgot about that. I was thinking that happened
I
in 23 for some reason.
cannot wait. Oh. And then
Helmut
the end.
Marko.
Yes, and Helmut. Oh my god, I get to relive it. I'm ready for it.
And we get to go from Liam Lawson being so cocky and flipping people off and everything else to last place.
Yeah, but then I gotta relive
Last
the hurt
place,
that
last
Yuki ain't
place.
got to see.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bullshit.
That might not be in Drive to Survive. That might not be until next season's.
No, it will
Because
be.
technically that happened after the season ended.
No.
if I remember correctly.
No. It was announced.
It was announced.
It was announced for Abu Dhabi.
I thought it
Yeah.
was announced after Abu Dhabi.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not a walking encyclopedia though, so I could be wrong. I I think it's gonna be a wild ride, and we get to talk about. They're gonna be talking about Newey going to Aston Martin, which I think is gonna be a big deal. Also,
Yeah, it says early December 2025.
when was Abu Dhabi? Was it? It was sometime in December. So that might have been like the week before Abu Dhabi.
December 7th.
So it
Yeah.
might have been the same week as Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'll be in there. It'll definitely be in there.
That's gonna suck. That's gonna hurt my feelings.
I know. Just cry myself
I
to sleep
think-
again. It's fine.
Oh, and imagine the Lewis Hamilton stuff in Drive to Survive this season.
Ugh.
Brother,
That's gonna
Holy
break my heart.
cow.
I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the radio comms again. Have a
I
sip
wanna
of tea
see
while you're at
behind
it.
the scenes. I want to see behind the scenes homie ripping this dude apart in the paddock. I just know it happened.
At least once.
I need to see him throw
Oh, it
something at
had
him.
to have. Like the way the end of Abu Dhabi went, I feel like he might. Like it would not have surprised me if there's camera footage of him going and choking somebody out.
Throws a helmet at him and starts to just choke him.
It would not surprise me at all. And oh, we forgot one thing about Ferrari, and it deals with Lewis. Lewis actually, I saw an F1 article this morning that Lewis is actually excited about the 2026 car.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
just
No.
is that smoke and mirrors, or is that like a sign?
From what I've seen a couple other things, and it's obviously just all here's like whether or not he actually said it. But everything I'm reading or seeing says that he loves the feel of the new car, and he can already tell a bigger difference, and it feels better to him.
So hopefully
It's
that's a good
Ferrari's
sign.
year.
Oh no, it's
Ferrari's year.
No, it's not.
Hater.
Fourth place
Hey,
again, baby.
Ferrari's got a better shot than Williams.
So,
I said it.
but at least I don't get my hopes up. You know what I
That's
mean?
'cause- never mind. I'm not gonna do you like that. I'm excited for Drive to Survive. I know some people are like, "How can you be a true F1 fan and like Drive to Survive?"
Bro, oh my god.
Because it's entertaining.
Right.
It doesn't like nobody goes into watching Drive to Survive and be like, "Oh, this is 100% factual." If you do, you are delusional.
Also, it just holds you over until the season starts.
Yeah.
Basically,
Like-
yes. Like, there's nothing else to watch that's
It's
F1. Like,
filler.
you can go watch movies, but how many times can you watch Rush? How many times can you watch Lauda versus Hunt?
Oh, what
you-
was that movie called? Oh yeah,
How many times
Rush,
can you
yeah.
watch Senna? Like, there's only so much that you can watch over and over and over. So now there's this new thing to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We have the F1 movie now, and I mean, people. I'm sure people will
Which,
binge that multiple
fantastic.
times. But like,
I'm not going to talk about how many times I've watched that already.
oh, I love that movie. But yeah, I mean, you can only watch so many
Again,
things so many times, and you can only watch.
and I know
You can
people are going
watch
to be
old
screaming.
races, but like, it's just like
Yeah.
it gets.
Again, at some point you've probably watched it before, so you're just rewatching a race you've already seen.
But also,
And
I want the behind the scenes stuff. Like, that is interesting to me. Like, I want to know all the stuff we didn't get to see during the season. Like, that's what
yeah,
this
like
is for.
as long as you go into it knowing, okay, they're going to spend this to create as much drama as possible, and some of this is
Right.
probably inflated. Like, use some common sense, people. Like,
Not
obviously everybody knows this, but it's still fun to watch.
not only that, you get to hear it from the driver's point of view.
Yeah.
Because like the
As long
questions
as
they
some of
ask,
it, I'm sure, is scripted.
maybe I don't know, but like some of what they ask is not stuff that you would hear them ask, in the pit interviews and shit.
Not to mention, you get to hear them crash out over the radio, and you know those are legit crash outs.
Right.
I'm with it. I'm here
So,
for it.
I mean, it's just one of those things. Take it with a grain of salt. It's like watching the F1 movie. Everybody's like, "Well, it's not realistic." Well, of course not. It's a movie.
They gotta
It has to,
dramatize it.
like, yeah, like not everything is going to be 100% in it. Take it for what it's worth. Like, you know what to expect going into it. Did you watch Star Wars thinking that that is real? No, you watched it because it was something fun to watch.
You're
It's the same
telling
thing.
me this whole time Star Wars is not my whole life's a lie. Lightsabers aren't real?
You get what, like, that's what that drives me nuts because so many people are like, it's not realistic. Go watch a documentary.
Right? Right? You want realism? Go watch a documentary.
Like,
Or you can watch
there-
F1 Weekly, then you'll get your realism.
but like, there's a guy that me and Alan race with that is like so anti Drive to Survive. He's like, it's not real. Like, that's all like drama that's not realistic. That they're just making it this, that, and the third. And it's like, obviously, we never claimed it was.
Welcome
Right.
to TV, brother.
They've got to get views somehow.
Like, nobody's gonna sit there and watch Lewis sit in the car for 30 minutes and that's it. And then, oh, he's finally driving. Like,
Also, the point is to get people to talk about it, and clearly he's talking about it. So, like,
also,
they've done what they needed to do.
the other point of it is the same reason One Piece made a live action. And I know this is not racing, but still, the point still stands. They were trying to bring people to the anime. They made a live action on Netflix. People that have never watched anime started watching it and are now into anime. It's the same thing. People that have never watched F1 are now watching this because, ooh, this new flashy show on Netflix. It's called a drama. What is this? Oh, it's about F1. I don't care about F1, but it's drama. Let me check it out.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think people need to get over it and just enjoy it for what it is. You could honestly Formula One fans could categorize it as a regular TV show made like a docu-series.
Halfway, yes.
Yeah,
I
like,
agree
but
with
you
that.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, it's like when the fucking movies say based on true events.
Not everything in it's 100% factual.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, I don't know if either one of y'all have watched Black Hawk Down.
Oh, I love it.
Nope.
I live very close to the place that the Rangers came out of that got sent there. I'm not saying places because I ain't have folks dox me. And they will straight up tell you if you watch that movie, there's a lot of stuff in that movie that never happened, and they were boots on the ground. It's the same thing, sort of. It's at least similar.
They just change things to add drama, and that's it.
Yeah, because they got to keep it interesting. So people just need to get over themselves. I think we beat that dead horse now.
Yeah. All right. So let's do liveries. The last liveries.
Liveries and helmets. We can wrap that together, and that could be what we close out on. I think because it
So we
is.
already did Ferrari's livery. Or are you gonna
Oh
throw a
well,
picture of it?
no. I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
We got. I guess we can talk Audis.
I honestly, people
If
are
I
gonna.
see one more meme, like calling them an Energizer battery, I might lose my crap. I'm so tired of that meme.
Me personally, people are probably gonna like come at me for this.
Finally, they can come after you instead of me.
It's probably my favorite one so far.
I don't hate it.
I honestly agree with that. I think it's my favorite one so far.
I don't know that I'll say it's my favorite, but I don't hate it. It's definitely not my least favorite.
I think what it is because it's
I swear, if you say different,
no.
don't you dare.
It's the color scheme that they have.
Yeah, it pops. I like it.
It's got to be the color scheme that they have.
Yeah. I think it's a different color scheme. I think it is interesting because it's a new car on the grid, and they did not necessarily play it super safe. They went with something that you haven't really seen outside of McLaren with that really shininess. With it's not chrome, but it's not silver either.
Yeah.
And then they threw in the typical red and black for Audi.
Yeah.
Or is it orange and black that they
It's
did?
red.
I've seen two different colors.
I think it's probably just the way they took the pictures.
Yeah, I think it's
Probably.
red and blue.
I think what it is
And then
probably because it's like a very clean look. Comparatively, like they don't have as many sponsors as other teams, so there's not like a bunch of sponsor names all over the car.
Yeah.
which I'm surprised they didn't do more with the car because of that. This is the time where you can do more with the livery because you don't have to worry about, oh crap, I got to fit this logo in somewhere.
Yeah, because like with the new Ferrari, they have so many sponsors all over this car.
They got to pay for it somehow.
I mean, it's fair.
Right.
I don't know what they paying for, but they paying for something.
I really wish that Ferrari one year would go with the fan concept of the black and red.
Oh my god, babe, have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen that.
I'm gonna show.
It is so clean.
Let me
And like, I know they have to have 54% of the car painted. Paint it black if you got to where it's not just carbon fiber, but that was clean. And then we had Alpine while they're looking this up to show Amber. Let's see who all announced: Alpine, Ferrari, Audi,
Audi. Those were the
Haas.
three.
Haas also did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a typical. It's red, black, and white, like every other year.
Don't even remember seeing.
It came out like Monday or Tuesday last week. It's very generic. If you go, also Discord plug here. If y'all go to Discord and you go to the F1 news under announcements, we get updates from like I think it's the official F1 Discord server. But if you scroll up in there, you'll see the actual Haas car,
Oh,
and
That's fine.
it's got the Toyota GR on it in the back. It's red and black and white. It's a typical Haas.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
clean for what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's not. I don't hate it. It looks good. Will it drive good? Probably not. It's a Haas.
Yeah, it looks better than it'll drive.
Did Mercedes drop theirs this week?
They
Yes.
sure did. And a lot of people were saying it looks like an Adidas shoe.
That's not it.
It's
It
hilarious.
is this one.
You can go into the Discord and pull the picture if you're trying to put it up on the stream.
No, I'm trying to just send it to.
Oh, you're trying to find the concept livery?
Yeah.
It's black. It's got a red. I think they had a 44 on it. Was the
No,
number they
this
used,
one
and
has.
then it's got like a silver outline or like a yellow outline.
Yeah, we might have saw a different one then.
Maybe I don't know which one you saw.
'Cause
We
the-
could show her after though.
Yeah.
We already
Alright.
at. We gotta get through these liveries real quick. I don't hate Mercedes' logo or their car, but it does look like they try to add gills to their car.
The new one is whatever to me.
I'm not a
It's-
huge fan of it.
I mean, they still have so much carbon fiber, dude.
That's not even why I don't like it. It slick looks like they put gills on a car.
Yeah,
It doesn't look right.
it's just like I said, it's whatever to me.
Alpine literally looks the same to me.
Yeah, I'm not even ranking Alpines.
I
Yeah,
can't tell if
Alpine's
they did
looks the
anything
same for
different.
sure.
I'm sure there's something different to it, but I'd have to see them side by side to be able to figure it out.
I feel like the only thing that I notice is like the blue, not
Might
the
be a different
overall, but
shade.
like, yeah, it's like a little darker maybe.
And then they put a blue outline around the BWT also that I don't think they had last year.
Uh,
Like a really
yeah.
dark navy blue around it. But outside
Also,
of that, I can't really tell any major differences.
yeah,
I mean,
Alan, I
yeah.
think I found the concept one you were talking about.
Okay.
Also,
The
let's just talk
mostly
about how,
black.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like mostly black. Let's talk about how dumb Alpine was. They I don't know if it was accidental. They basically leaked their car before they ever announced their livery. Did y'all see that?
Oh yeah, on their like with just doing testing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dumb. It's dumb. It was just dumb.
Whoever does their marketing sucks at it.
It's just questionable choices all around.
It's Alpine. What do you expect?
Pretty much.
So let's see who we have left. We have Aston Martin,
McLaren.
McLaren,
McLaren,
Williams,
Cadillac has to do their official 2026
Cadillac.
car because there's no way that's it.
No.
That has to be a test livery.
Yeah. That's all it is. Let me see.
Williams hasn't announced theirs yet, have they?
So you got.
Let me do this. I'm gonna go look at.
Here we go. We have Cadillac is next on February 8th.
Williams has to be coming. Aston Martin has to be coming at some point, and McLaren. Those are the last ones we really have to worry about.
Yeah.
I think everybody else is done.
Oh, it looks like Williams. No, never mind. This is wrong because.
Williams hasn't announced yet.
Okay. No, Williams is February 3rd. Cadillac is February
So
8th. And
we'll be getting some.
McLaren and Aston Martin are on the 9th.
So we'll get. Who's on the 3rd?
Williams.
Cadillac? Williams. So we'll get Williams next week. We'll get everybody else the week. Nope. We'll get everybody except for McLaren the next week. Or no. Just Williams next week, and then everybody the week after that. And then we'll also the week after that be having preseason testing at Bahrain.
Yeah, we'll have preseason test 1 and 2.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
And then at the week after test 2, we go on to Drive to Survive, and then it's just waiting for
And
the
then it's
season to
F1
start.
is back. It's almost back.
We're
I'm
almost
so
there.
excited.
Almost there.
I feel like that guy that's like chasing whatever he can get for his addiction because I want F1 back. So do we have anything to add left? I think we kind of did everything except for
think we
helmets.
got
But we
everything.
We can wait to do helmets, I think, because some more will be coming out, and there's only been like 1 or 2 others.
Yeah, Pierre and whatever the
Charles.
other one, Charles. But again, there. I mean, there's.
I like
looks so.
Charles's. Pierre's
Mhm.
looks like the same to me.
Charles's looks the same.
Oh, Charles added that like whole. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll
He
get into
added
it more
he
later.
added blue to it, but
It's not a ton.
Yeah.
He said he added his favorite color of sky blue to it, and it's more like a pinstripe, like outline color that he's using.
yeah.
It's just a giant baby blue helmet
Basically.
with his number on it. And it's like outlined in gray, I think, pink or something.
I don't know that Lewis has announced one at all, but if
He has
whatever
not yet.
I have not.
if whatever, because he was using his one from last year.
You talk about at Barcelona?
Yeah.
He'll do another one. Lewis always does. Lewis is bougie like that.
I mean, when you got the money.
Right.
If anybody's gonna do the same one, it's gonna be Max, because Max just doesn't.
Oh,
care.
no, Max did announce his. Yeah, it's the same. With a 3. My bad.
Oh, that's funny. I called it. But if that is all we got, remember, guys, we do go live every Sunday. Hopefully, the goal is 8:30. We had some tough technical difficulties. I can't talk. Technical difficulties today. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sundays we go live on Twitch. Then on Mondays at noon, we try to have everything up on YouTube and Spotify. I'm going to be looking into getting us on Apple for people that use that. Join our Discord. The link is on both our YouTube and our Twitch, and our TikTok, I think, has it. And no, TikTok is being a pain with the links. Twitter has it. And yeah, join the Discord. Come talk with us about F1. Come give, if you have topic suggestions, you can come in and we can look at what you got. We're covering this off-season time, and then you'll get notified when we go live and all of our stuff goes live. So, thank you for coming. We will see you next week.
Hi, guys.
Really got to work on that outro.